Some people don't just compete with you, they compare themselves to you. And both of those can quietly destroy a friendship. So, grab a snack and come on back, and let's get into the letter C of our series, the ABCs of toxic friendships and relationships. And C is compete versus compare. So let's get clear. Competing and comparing, they're not the same, but they are connected. Competing is outward, and comparing is inward. But both will affect how someone shows up in your life. Competing sounds like, I did that too. I've been doing that. That's nothing. But it feels like one-upping, keeping score, and needing to win. Right? This is the friend who turns your joy into a rivalry. Now, comparing, on the other hand, that one's a little quieter. That one sounds like silence, an energy shift. Because they're thinking, why her? Why not me? What does she have that I don't? They may never say it to you, but you will feel it. You will feel it. And this is how they work together. Here's the truth. Comparison is the root. Competition is the behavior. I'm going to say that again. Comparison is the root. Competition is the actual behavior. You hear Ma'am over there. She wants to be involved. Someone compares themselves to you internally, right? And then starts competing with you externally. And I'm looking at my notes here. So let's give some examples, right? Let's make it real. You say, I hit 3,000 subscribers. And the competing response is, oh yeah, I'm about to hit that too. And then you say to the comparing person, I hit 3,000 subscribers. And they say, oh, that's nice. But the energy drops. Oh, that's nice. Same situation, but different energies, right? Different energies altogether. And this is where, you trust yourself, right? Because you might say, they didn't say anything wrong. But your spirit says, something didn't feel right. That's your discernment. That right there is your discernment. And how this affects you is, over time, this energy, will make you shrink. It will make you second guess yourself. it will make you stop sharing your wins. It'll make you stop sharing. Stop being that bubbly person that you are. You know, you didn't come this far. You didn't come this far to dim your light for somebody else's comfort. Nope. And this isn't friendship. It's not friendship. Not at all. Let's be real. Friendship is not a scoreboard. Friendship is not a comparison chart. Friendship is not a silent competition. It's none of those things. Friendship is support. Even when that support that you give, right, is a tough one. Even when you have to say some things that maybe your friend doesn't want to hear, but it's the truth. That's support. That's a friendship. Friendship is celebration, right? Celebration that when your friend hits that 3,000 subscribers, you are like, yes, I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you. And it's also alignment because you know that they have your back and you have theirs. It's that alignment. No matter what they say to you, you know they're never going to tell you anything wrong. They're only going to tell you something for your own good, that intention. You know, when your friend has that underlying intention for your good, you know it's not a competition and it's not comparison. If someone is competing with you or constantly comparing themselves to you, they're not in that space to truly love you. They're just not in that space. And you deserve true friendship. You deserve it. You deserve it. We need to learn how to recognize toxic patterns and understand the difference between comparison and competition. Protect your peace and set boundaries. And stay grounded in your self-worth. Always, always that. You deserve friendships rooted in love, not rivalry or insecurity. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. So I hope that something here in this series, now we're up to letter C, competing and comparison. I hope that something here resonated with you. I hope that it did. You know, because competing and comparisons, they feel different, right? Don't they feel different? Have you ever experienced one of them or both of them? If you have, put it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's start a conversation. So on that note, I just want to say, I love you. I love you plenty. I see you, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud of this series. And if something is resonating with you, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So on that note, deuces, and we'll see you for the letter D. Stay tuned.